Most of us grew up celebrating Christmas, but almost none of us know where it really came from. And the truth is nothing like the story we were taught. Year after year, we sing the songs, decorate the tree, and repeat the same stories. But here is the truth. The Christmas you know is not how Christmas began. There is a whole history behind this day that most people never hear. Once you learn it, you will never look at December 25th the same way again. We are about to expose a story that stretches across thousands of years. A story that started long before the church, long before Jesus, and long before the idea of Christmas even existed. The truth was hidden under layers of tradition, faith, and money. Today we pull all those layers back. Where did Christmas traditions really come from?
Most people believe Christmas is a simple story. The birth of Jesus in a small town called Bethlehem. A bright star was in the sky, and 3 wise men brought gifts. A holy moment that changed the world. That is the version we were raised on. It feels complete, but it is not the whole truth. When you look closer at history, you see something very different. The customs we think are Christian do not come from Jesus, or the world Jesus lived in. These customs were shaped by early European cultures and Roman traditions that predates Christianity by thousands of years. The date does not match the Bible, and the Bible never gives a day for Jesus' birth. The shepherds in the story would not have been outside in the middle of winter. Historians believe Jesus was born in a warmer season, possibly September, not December during the coldest time of the year. The Christmas tree does not come from Bethlehem. That tradition started in old European forests among people who worshipped nature. And the lights come from fire rituals used to fight back the darkness during the winter solstice. The gift-giving comes from Roman festivals. We were taught that Christmas came straight from the Bible, but the holiday we know today is built on layers of older cultures. Each time period added something new. Each group gave it its own meaning. Before the church, before Christianity, and before the time of Jesus, the sun was treated as a divine power. Many Europeans believed their survival depended on it. They feared the long nights and created rituals to push back the darkness and welcome the light. Those rituals still echo in how this season is celebrated today.
What was the world like in Europe before Christianity?
Long before Christianity, the people of Europe lived close to the land. Their lives rose and fell with the seasons. They depended on the sun for light, warmth, and the ability to grow food. When winter arrived, life slowed to a crawl. Days grew shorter, nights stretched longer. The cold felt never-ending. For these early Europeans, the winter solstice was the most feared time of the year. This was the shortest day on the calendar, and the sun appeared weak to them. Darkness felt like it was winning, but Europeans prayed that the sun would return. These were not small groups. They included the Norse in Northern Europe, the Celts in the British Isles, and Germanic tribes who lived in the thick forests of Central Europe. They did not know each other, but they all shared the same fear. Winter brought hunger and sickness and death. They celebrated and worshipped the sun because they thought their lives depended on it. These were not quiet gatherings. Fires burned to welcome the return of light. Stories were told to keep hope alive, and families came together and shared the last of their food. Some groups cut evergreen branches and brought them inside to remind themselves that life was still present even in the cold. These early people were not thinking about Christmas. They were thinking about survival. The sun was their god because without it, nothing could live. Understanding their fear of darkness and their respect for the sun is the key to why December became so important. This was long before Jesus or Christmas. Everything started with the struggle against winter and the hope for the sun's return.
Let's go deeper. What were the first European winter rituals?
These early winter celebrations were not random events. They were built on real fear, real need, and real hope. The people of Europe created traditions that helped them survive the harshest season of the year. The Norse in the far north held a celebration called Yule. This was a long winter festival that could last for weeks. They burned huge logs because they believed the flames helped strengthen the sun. As long as the Yule log burned, the people celebrated. They drank, shared stories, and prayed for longer days. The Celts honored nature through evergreen plants. Evergreen trees do not die in winter. They stay green when everything else turns brown. To the Celts, this meant life never fully left the earth. They believed these plants held power, so they brought them into their homes for protection. This is the root of the Christmas tree. The Germanic tribes created rituals that centered on feasting. Winter was hard, and food was low, and a feast was not just a party. It was a sign of faith that people could make it through the cold months. They gathered in large groups to share meat, bread, and whatever they could find. The community helped them to survive. Across all these cultures, you see the same pattern: fire to call back the sun, evergreen plants to show life, and feasts to bring the people together. These traditions were not connected to Jesus at all, but they were built by people who were fighting nature with everything they had. But these traditions were strong, so strong that when Christianity came, the church could not erase them. The people refused to give them up. These rituals had been passed down for centuries, and they were part of their identity. Before Christmas ever existed, the winter solstice was already the biggest celebration of the year.
That's a wrap, history seekers. Stay tuned at Getting to the Roots for the truth they left out. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.